That's weird. I don't know that I like this new layout. Stevie, hi, how are you? So there's a whole new layout for Haps. I haven't been on here in a little bit, and I can't say that I like it because you can't do landscape. Weird. But hello, how are you? I thought I'd jump on here. I haven't been on here in forever. It's okay with me. I never like landscapes. Well, I have this thing here. I have a mount. I suppose I have another thing I can use, but thank you. Great to be seen. Appreciate it. Nice to jump on here and reconnect with folks. Hello, Wario. How are you? Um, I have another little gadget that I can use if I can find it. There we are. Hi there. Hold on just a second. Um, no, I'd like to broadcast hands-free, but it's very difficult to do so when you can't do it landscape. Warrior grandmother waiting to fix my name. I thought you were big into Wario Luigi. Was it Waluigi or Wario? Thought you're Nintendo. Yeah, that works. Um. So yeah, it's been a little bit since I've been on here. I apologize for that. I haven't been health-wise. I guess I've been okay lately, other than that silly heart attack thing. Um, I've just been in poor spirits. I haven't seen you in a long time. Yeah. Oops. Well, I guess it's sorry about that. I bashed your head in. Apologize. I'm gonna do this properly. Let's try that. John, what's going on? This is a new shirt show called Halves. um, yeah, it's a new layout. I don't even know if am I still broadcasting on other services? Am I still broadcasting on Twitch and AOL and all that stuff as well? Or AOL, Facebook? Wow, where the hell did that come from? I may just jump on like Facebook Live or Twitter Live or something like that. I don't know. Bye, Jenna. Um, yeah. What's your Twitter? I will look for you. I'm everywhere. I'm all over the internet at 3231. 3TWO3ONE. The number 3, the word 2, the number 3, the word 1. Oh, I am on Facebook. Hey, bud, I was wondering about you. Hi there. So it still says anonymous Facebook user. But hello. So it's still not showing me who my Facebook users are that are talking to me. So I'll probably jump on Facebook so I can see who you guys are. Um, yeah. So I'm no doctor, so I don't know if this is true or not. Did they do a huge update? It looks different. Yeah, they did. Um, yes, I don't know medically if this is what did it, but I got vaccinated, got my second vax shot on October 5th. On October 8th, I had a heart attack. I don't know because I've had a pre-existing condition of high blood pressure and all that stuff. I wasn't taking any medication for it, so that's my own fault. I think the vaccination stressed my heart, so I had a heart attack. Um, I don't know for sure, but what, you're not a doctor? And I thought you were a doctor. Well, I'm just saying, I think it might have triggered it, but I just wanted to save because you can get crucified on the internet for making a claim like that. You know, suddenly you'll get shot down. You know, I'm live on Twitter. Oh, okay, excellent. Heaven forbid you say anything about vaccination that isn't, oh my gosh, it's the best thing ever. People get really upset. So, um, I'm just stating that that's why they said no to our bubble wrap kids. Um, but that being said, what's today's date? It's December 8th. It's been 2 months, and uh, I'm feeling better. Like my heart was beating irregularly, and I got the Pfizer. I think I got Pfizer. Yeah. Yeah, about a month after my heart attack, I was having some problems. My heart was beating irregularly. It was very concerning because, like, it just felt weird. I felt weird all the time. I had a blood pressure spike. Um, but yeah, I'm feeling better now. Taking my meds. Um, you know, eating a lot less. I dropped like 50 pounds, so that's great. Um, but uh I've been just been feeling bad lately, not physically. Physically, I'm feeling all right. I'm feeling, I'm actually feeling pretty decent today. I'm kind of gassy, but you don't need to know that. I could have left that out of the conversation entirely, but I'm not gonna because it's funny. Um, I've been in a bad mental state, sort of. Uh, haven't really wanted to. I haven't really wanted to be seen or heard. I haven't really wanted to talk to anybody other than once in a while I'll shoot a line out and say hey to somebody just to be like, how's things? Good, good, good to hear. Love you too. Pretty much that's it. The extent of my conversations with people. I don't really feel like interacting a lot. Now um I at least wanted to check in with y'all and see how everybody's doing. But um no, I've just been like in not so great spirits. Uh the general stuff, like I you know, I help people with that. You can contact me if you like to have tools. So it I've been to therapy before, and mindfulness, meditation, all that. Yeah, that I mean, I am pretty familiar now with how to calm my mind down and not worry so much and not stress so much. to remove the anxiety, and I'm not, like, super depressed or anything, but, I'm just and I've had this problem for a while. I mean, not it's not that it's a problem, it's just the state of mind that I'm in has been lately, like, not motivated. Um, I haven't really felt like doing anything or felt like talking to anybody, just kinda being and, um, I eat, I sleep, I read or, watch a video or 2 or watch a movie or catch up, watch some TV, some TV shows or whatever. Uh, Gotta go get Jay. I missed you later update about her. I'm glad you're doing okay. Good to see you. You need a coach, not a therapist. Well, it's not necessarily something that needs fixing. It's like just kind of the way it is right now, where I don't feel like there's anything worth doing. I don't, I'm not motivated by money necessarily. Um, with the pandemic going on and stuff like that, and also, with the way that I've been feeling physically with my health, like I said, I'm feeling better these past few days, which is the reason why I'm on now talking to you. I feel a little bit better than I had before. I feel like, okay, maybe I'm feeling okay. I want to talk to folks. Um, what motivated you before? Well, I was career oriented. I was focused on doing something with my life, uh, entertaining people, um, getting on social media, getting on live streaming, and talking to people, like I said, just trying to be fun, trying to the whole professional buddy thing, the 3231 branding, and t-shirt designs, and just coming up with something, building a community. Um, I wanted to kind of like a YouTuber type of a thing, but not necessarily on YouTube, trying different streaming services, different live streaming services, stuff like that. And traveling and stuff like that. And now it's like, um, I just don't feel motivated by doing that anymore. And some of the stuff has got me down, as far as like I'm turning 50 next year. Um, I've been a little bit worried because of the heart attack, and worried about my health, and kind of feeling defeated because my girlfriend passed away from cancer. And I'm hearing about friends of mine who are going through situations like that, uh, who are dealing with medical conditions, and everyone's catching COVID, and there's new strains coming out that are worse. And, starting to realize I'm like, if I'm having heart problems and high blood pressure, trying to deal with that, like, it just seems like that's the only thing that was really going on is, so do something just for you and not for everyone else. Oh, no, no. I don't do things for other people. I do this for me. I'm self-motivated for sure. So, like, I've gone through all those steps. I've thought about things like that, like, I wanna do things that make me happy, and that sort of thing. Nothing really attracts me. Nothing really motivates me. Uh, I think about the things that I like, and, uh, there's a lot of that, like, the social aspect of it is very difficult to do during a pandemic, and I'm still in that position right now, like, I've I've mentioned this before as well, just my attitude in general has changed, where I don't feel creative anymore, like, that's something I wanna pursue. Like, I have an artistic ability. I make I make, T-shirt designs and stuff like that, and I have really no interest in doing that now. Like, it doesn't bring me joy. It doesn't it doesn't make me happy, and I like watching movies, and watching movies is fine, and, um, but it's just not something that I feel passionate about. Like, the passion part of it, I guess, is it. Like, I just don't feel passionate about anything. I go through my list of the things that I love doing, and I guess it's just that joie de vivre sort of thing, the joy of life, the joy of living, the passion, the excitement, that's I'm just not excited anymore. Um, I go see a movie, I enjoy the movie, and then that's pretty much it. I'll have a conversation with somebody about it maybe, like I talked to Ben about it, and then that's kinda like, yeah, mm, and that just seems to be my state of mind lately, like, eh, um, I don't necessarily think that that would be entertaining for people. I have opinions, and I've spoken my opinions about so long as your girlfriend been gone, you could still be grieving. She's been gone for years. I think it's like 3 years, 2 or 3 years. Um, so I don't it's not I like I said, I don't think it's necessarily something that's wrong with me. It needs to be identified and fixed. I just think that's the state I'm in right now. That's the who I am right now is, I'm kinda directionless, you know? Stew! Is that stew? Hashtag balls, I guess that sounds like stew. Um, yeah, it's just, like, the way I'm feeling right now. I get up and I'm not geared towards anything, I'm not, motivated towards anything. Uh, nothing moves me. When you lose someone you love, that's that close can take years to get your mojo back. Hey, Ben. Um, yeah, a lot of stuff has hit me in my life, and then the heart attack didn't help my morale, you know? It's hard to say, like, "What is my future gonna look like?" And the world is out there for me to grab and seize the day and, you know, suck the marrow out of life and, live and travel and all that stuff. I'm just not I you know, not saying I feel dead inside, but I'm, like, just not, you know? The way that I work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 10 AM to 5 PM, and then most of the rest of my time is spent, which I'm kind of okay with. Um, Thank you, Ben. Hey, everyone. Wow, my message was delayed. Yeah, Haps was kinda weird. This new update is odd. Um, but, uh, yeah, this has been an issue with me where it's just like, I was so set and so focused on doing a thing, and now, like, I have I'm waiting for that recharge point. I'm waiting for that thing to come back. and, I don't know. It's not there yet. I don't know if it'll ever get there, you know? Um, I feel better than I did 2 months ago when I had the heart attack, and I'm like, "Oh, great. Here we go." You know? Like, I felt weak, I felt tired. Like you said, knocked me down a peg or 2. Like, I'm not, I don't work at the same pace that I used to work. I need to stop and relax. So mobile games, I need to stop and relax a little more often. Um, and like I said, yesterday and today are the first couple of days that I actually felt legit better. Uh, so I'm feeling a little bit of an upswing, but I certainly don't feel like any of the stuff that I had an interest in. You need a few thousand followers for t-shirt designs to be a good decision. Yeah, yeah. And I just don't know if, I don't know if that's something that I wanna pursue, you know? Like, um, so I've spent the past week, like I said, I would sleep, if I'm hungry, go get something to eat, watch a movie on my phone or play some solitaire, listen to music, stuff like that. Plug in my laptop, play, like, a round or 2 of, Age of Mythology or one of my games. Um, I look at the video games that are out there now, and nothing seems to catch my interest. I look at all the movies and stuff, and I'm like, "I've seen it," or "I don't want it," or "I'm not interested." Uh, One would normally call that a rut, but it's just not a rut. It's just, I don't think I'm in a slump. I don't think I'm in, it just seems weird. It's like it doesn't seem to me like, it's a bad thing necessarily, or it's a, I don't know how to describe it. I don't see it necessarily as like a problem, something's wrong, something needs to be fixed. You know what I'm saying? It's like just the way that I'm feeling. Um, like I'm not struggling with anything necessarily. It's kind of like saying, like, someone asks you if you want to go get something to eat if you're hungry, and nothing sounds good. You want to get something to eat? Yeah, I could get something to eat. What do you want to eat? Like, you want to go out for Chinese? Nah. Mexican? Nah. Indian? Nah. You get a burger? Nah. Pizza? Nah. Just nothing sounds good. That's just the way my life feels now with everything. Donde Donde Lieta? Is it Lieta? Is that what it is? Hi there, how are you? Yeah, so nothing sounds good. Nothing moves me. Like, it just, do I want to watch TV? Nah. Is there any movies that look interesting? No. Once in a while, like the Ghostbusters Afterlife, I saw that. Oh, hey, Aaron, what's going on? Uh, Like, I saw Ghostbusters Afterlife. That was alright. I liked it. That was a good movie. But once you see it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. Um, no, I really enjoyed it, but I'm just saying, like, if, something comes along that this is my To Catch a Predator account. Oh, okay. Nice. Um, what was I just saying? Yeah, you watch a movie and you enjoy it, but it's not like you can get that feeling again. So, not immediately. And with a video game even, sometimes you get enjoyment for a while. Like, you play a game out over hours, over days, and you can be like, "Oh, this is a new thing. I'm gonna jump into this new thing and enjoy that." Or you're binge watching a TV show or something like that. I haven't found anything really to binge. Uh, Nothing to really hang on to and, enjoy for an extended amount of time. Watching the dogs, neighbors' dogs. Um, yeah, meh is the word of the day. So, and I appreciate everyone. I appreciate folks that say like, "Well, what you should do to get better is these things," or "Here's a suggestion. Here's something that may help you." Like, it's kind of the way that I feel. Like, it's the way that I felt about the heart attack. And how my heart had been feeling lately, like feeling weak, feeling weaker. It makes me think a lot about Pam and her whole thing. Like, it's really put me in a weird state of mind where I'm like, there's some things you can't avoid. Some things you can't. Have you tried Cowboy Bebop? I looked at Cowboy Bebop. I really wasn't feeling it. Like, I'm not huge into anime, and Cowboy Bebop kind of leans into the anime. It's based off the anime and stuff. Um, uh, yeah, I'm not really. It isn't really something that has drawn my attention much. Not the same, but it's not too bad. So that's like I said, it's just been my frame of mind of at the moment. I can't find anything to really move me and motivate me in a way that it has before. I mean, I come to think of it, it's kind of the same way I felt about being in a band or pursuing graphic art. You know, the two things that I wanted in my life at one point in time, about 20 years ago, was to be a graphic artist and to be the frontman for a rock band. Those are the two things that I wanted. And I reached that point where I had a beautiful girl at my side and I was in a band and I was working for a graphic arts company, did promotional stuff. And I'm like, uh, I'm here. I'm where I want to be in my life. And I was happy. And then things happened with the band where we lost a drummer and then we had to get a new drummer and it was like back to square one because we had to practice our songs over and over again with this new drummer who, you know we had to go through the whole thing all over again, practice for months until we can get the songs right, and then we can go out and do gigs and stuff like that. And I just got burned out by it. Um, then I got fired from my graphic arts job. Um, uh, my girlfriend got cancer and passed away. And then I feel like that was, like here I am in a place in my life where I wasn't expecting to be. Um, I wanted to focus on. I mean, I had a nice home, uh, and things got kind of like the situation changed, beyond my control, really. So I went for the next phase of my life, thinking it was going to be a certain way, and then coming up to Knoxville has been great. It's been a great step. I mean, I think I've made the most out of what life has to offer for me right now. I don't necessarily feel like I'm in a bad spot. I'm comfortable where I am, but the whole pursuing 3231 and wanting to do podcasts, I still kind of want to do that. And I hope that passion comes back. It's kind of like if I jump into that, get into doing podcasting and stuff with Ben, that'll maybe bring back a little bit of that. I don't can't be certain though, but who knows? Um, the easiest way I can describe it is I just don't feel like I feel like there's nothing for me. You know, uh, I could get on here and I could talk about certain things. Well, I get on here to talk about things going on in my life, like it's a vlog sort of thing, and I get to interact with y'all and catch up, and that's awesome. I love the fact I can do that. Uh, and now that I'm feeling a little bit better, I'll uh, I hope this feeling continues so I can continue to come on here. Um, the sun is moving, so it's causing some glare. I apologize for that. So my point is that I guess I'm just trying to say that I'm not unhappy. Just feeling meh. So it feels like a going with the flow kind of a thing is just the nature of it now. The future is uncertain, which is considering what I've been through in my life, considering what I've been through in the past 3 years, considering what I've been through in the past 3 months. The future is uncertain, and that doesn't give me incentive necessarily. My brain's having a hard time wrapping around that part. That it does. I don't really have any incentive uh, to pursue anything when you know I don't really have anything in mind to pursue either. Like there's nothing that I want to do. So I'm just dealing with that. Hey, Newfie, how you doing, buddy? Yes, I went to Smokies, had a cigar. Not lately, probably like 2 weeks ago. I went and saw I went and saw Pay Per View a couple weeks ago at a theater. And on my way to the theater, I stopped in at Smokies and I went to Starbucks, got a little coffee, went into Smokies, got a cigar. It was nice. I caught up with Sean, the guy that works there, that haven't seen in a little bit. Sat down, talked about some stuff. That's cool. Caught up. It was nice. I think one of the things that's interesting about my position right now, my place in the world in life, about what's going on in my life, I should say, is that it's a totally different thing being alone, especially with the challenge of like COVID and my state of mind, having spent a year isolated, reconnected with family. Went up to Maine, and I had my brother and then his family and my mom, and it was nice to reconnect and stuff. And he back here in Knoxville, Ben and Nicole and their family are here, but um, I'm grateful to have people around me, but also like it just feels generally not safe to have people around the in the sense of you have to you don't want to get infected, you don't want to get anybody infected, you don't the germaphobe kind of thing, I guess, in a sense. Not severe, but just kind of you don't want to get sick, you don't want to get people sick. You got to keep yourself at a distance nowadays, and that's kind of like it's just the way life is now. Just everything feels different. Everything is different. Um, I guess I'm just not having the easiest time adjusting to that. But and I always come back to the same thing where it's just like you never know. You have no idea what the future holds. You have no idea what's going to happen tomorrow. Planning for things can still go wrong and just take a left turn at any point in time. You think life is one way, then you have a heart attack. Then you think life is another way, then your van breaks down. Then you just it just seems like that's all that life seems to be now for me is waiting for the next thing to happen, waiting for the next challenge, waiting for the next problem, waiting for the next, you know, well, this happened. Now I have to react to that. And I have to deal with that. Um, it just seems like a lot more of that happening than mom's driving. What happened? Um, Mom's driving. Your mom is driving? I don't get what you mean. Um, yeah, I just feel like, uh, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like that there's less me doing things and there's more things happening and I react to them. Like that's what life is. I can try to pursue something, work my ass off and, want this and work towards this, focus in one direction, focus on a thing, try to achieve my goals and all that stuff. Like people say, set your goals and achieve your goals, that sort of thing. I could try to pursue that, but the problem with that is one, there really isn't anything that I want, nothing that really moves me. And two, what's really the point when shit's just going to happen? you know, I really love my job and I want to work at my job. Well, suddenly my job's in jeopardy because they do the vaccination mandate where I need, if I don't want to get vaccinated, but I could lose my job. Like this is one of the things that's been going on. My job has been telling the employees that we want to make sure that our customers know that Domino's employees are vaccinated. So we've decided, it's not an easy decision, they say, but it's we've decided that we want our Domino's employees to be vaccinated. And you have this deadline, October something, I can't remember what the name, maybe it was November something. Let's say it was like November 3rd. You have until November 3rd to be vaccinated. Uh, we're it's not an easy decision to make, but you know, they basically told me if you want to keep your job, you need to get vaccinated, basically. So reluctantly, I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to get vaccinated because I don't know. I just felt uneasy about it. And if you don't feel like doing something, if something makes you uncomfortable, something makes you uneasy, you have the right in your life to say, I don't want to do that right now. For whatever reason it is, you have the ability to choose for yourself. But I felt like I was kind of pushed into that position of, well, I guess I got to get vaccinated now. I'm like, my job's important to me. I want to keep this job. I want to keep doing what I'm doing. I like the place where I'm at. I want to stay where I'm at. So I'll do it. And then I get vaccinated. And then maybe a week after I get vaccinated, the deadline comes and people start quitting. We've had a lot of people just mass exodus. Uh, we've lost half the people that worked at our store. Um, so it's really put the pressure on us, the remaining people. There's like four people that work at the store now. Um, and a bunch of floaters coming in. So it's just like an uncomfortable time, an uneasy time. They're trying to keep the ship afloat. They're trying to run the store, but you know, a person can call in, a person can just not come in. Uh, Somebody's not available. Then whoever's there. have families and they have children and they have other obligations that so they can't stay for long, but then the next person doesn't show up and so the person has to stay long, and so they're unhappy, and it's like it's stress, it's just building up these, it's a bunch of tension, and unhappy people working. The job environment is just, it's just ugly, and on top of that, the company says, the deadline's hit and it's not, you know, people that aren't vaccinated can't have a job. Now it's all of a sudden it's okay. Well, if you don't get, all right, well, so the deadline's coming up. If you haven't gotten vaccinated, that's fine. You can still work here, but you need to wear a mask and you need to be tested and all that stuff. Um, so it turns out that I didn't need to get vaccinated. And I wasn't going to lose my job wasn't in jeopardy. I wasn't going to lose my job. They figured out some other way that you can still work here. Like everything that we said before, you have to, you need to be vaccinated to work here. Well, you don't really need to be vaccinated to work here. We'd like you to be, but so it's like that whole thing, getting vaccinated, that's what started making me think. I'm like, was my heart attack triggered by the vaccination? I don't know. But if that's a possibility that my body was stressed, because of pre-existing stuff, and then like I said, the vaccination stressed it. I don't know. It's just very frustrating to try to be happy and shit just happens. It's annoying. I'll live. I'll be fine. Well, live until you don't, right? Life goes on, but this feels like an uphill battle. Like that's what life is right now to me, is like trying to walk up a sand dune. You're digging in, you're trying to get there, and just the sand's shifting, everything's coming down. You it's steep, and you keep slipping, and you don't feel like you're making any headway. You don't feel like you're moving forward. You're moving upward. You don't. You just. It's just keep. You keep treading. You keep. You know, trying until you get too tired. So, oh my bad. Hey, Loopy, how are you? I mean, I'm okay. I'm feeling better. My health has improved. I was just going on a little bit about the frustrations I'm having in my life and stuff. Folks are asking about what's been going on. So so yeah, that's all the stuff I'm struggling with. And again, I appreciate folks that want to help. I'm the people that listen to what I have to say and that care about me want to come up with something some suggestions on how I can feel better, and I appreciate that very much. Um, and the mindfulness, the meditation, doing things, basically, there are ways to pacify, and I feel like I've grown as a person through all the therapy that I've been through and through all the, you know, behavior modification kinda stuff. Um, Changing my outlook, changing my point of view, being able to, address these feelings that I have and these challenges that are coming into my life, the whole changing your outlook. Maybe you can't change things from happening, but you could change the way you react to those things happening. Um, yes, I've improved, I think, my outlook for the most part. I'm looking at this logically. I'm not as emotional as as I used to be about it, but it doesn't stop the irritating shit from happening. You know, um, and I'm dissatisfied with the way that life is, and there's only so much that I can do to change that. There's only so much that I can do to affect that. Like, as far as where I am in life and the way that I want to live my life, I feel like I'm pretty much where I wanna be. I'm not doing a lot, I don't need a lot, I don't want for a lot. Um, I work enough to have money, enough money that if I need anything, I can have it, you know, I don't need to worry about eating, I don't need to worry about, where I'm gonna sleep, I don't need to worry about being staying warm, I don't need to worry about clean clothes, hygiene, that sort of thing. Um, so that's all fantastic. But at the same time that I don't want anything, I also don't want anything. So it's just weird. Just weird to be in that place. Um, so I'm where I want to be, but life isn't doing its part. Life isn't doing its share. There just seems to be more irritating shit happening every day. Someone, I'm gonna go to work. Someone's in a bad mood at work. Nothing I can do to change that. So they're gonna listen to loud music. They're gonna they're gonna bitch on the phone to whoever they got in their earbud while they work. Nothing I can do to I can't tell them to stop. I can't tell them to turn it down. I mean, I can, but really I have no control over anybody else. Customers are still gonna come in and they're gonna be unhappy for whatever reason. They get the pizzas when they get the pizzas, but they're just I can't change the way that other people act. I can't affect that. That's the reason why I'm kind of alone, and I hang out by myself, and I don't go anywhere, and I don't do anything because I'm like, I don't wanna be around people because people are just irritable. Um, anything that I wanna do, anything that I can think of to do rather, costs money. I don't wanna spend money, so I don't do anything. Um, if I get bored, sometimes I wanna eat, and that's not a healthy thing to do, so I don't do that anymore. So I'm not spending any money, I'm not going anywhere as getting anything to eat. I eat when I'm hungry. I don't eat when I'm bored. It's the reason why I'm in this mess to begin with. It's the reason why I got the high blood pressure and the reason why I had the heart attack and all that stuff. Because my body was, I'm in bad shape. So if I cut a lot of the stuff out that is unnecessary, it doesn't leave a lot in my life. Don't spend any money. Eat about 5 different things. All the entertainment I need is on my phone, so I don't need to go anywhere. I can just, as long as I make enough money to pay my bills, keep the phone on, pay for my subscriptions. Yeah, there's nothing, like I said, nothing really motivating me to, no call to adventure or anything like that in my life. Hmm. I apologize if this brings anybody down. If anybody watching this is, I don't want to be a party pooper. It's another reason why I don't get on here very much, is because I want to be able to talk about fun things, and I want that passion that I had in my life. I want that energy that I had in my life. You know, I miss Pam being over my shoulder and her contributing as well, and like just that I still feel like where we were 3 years ago, where everybody was. I still love you, boo boo. How you doing? It says anonymous Facebook user. So anonymous Facebook user loves me. Is that you, Stu? Um. Oh yeah, I missed that energy that I had 3 years ago on here when we were on Periscope. I was talking to somebody the other day, like, man, I miss Periscope. Oh, Selena, hey, how you doing? Um, I miss the place where I was, and you know, like I said, I miss Periscope. I miss that place with Pam and the pool, the cats, and the energy. And I was still dealing with depression and stuff like that, but I felt like I could overcome it because I had all this stuff. I had the best woman by my side, and I had the hope that I could get through it. And I'm through it, but now I don't have the woman by my side. Now I don't have the house. Now I'm just me by myself. So I survived. I got to the other side of it. I don't feel that depression and that anxiety that I used to. So I got my wish, I guess. But here I am on the other end of it, and it's like, what do I have? What's there to strive for? And it seems to what motivates a lot of other people is things like, I want a house, I want a career, I want stuff, and I don't want stuff. I don't want a house and a career. Like I don't want goals. I don't have goals like that. I don't have a big dream that I want to achieve. Um, I certainly don't feel like traveling like I used to because right now it's not safe to travel. Uh, you know, we're still not at a point now where that's something we should do health wise. And especially me with my health, like I have medications and stuff, and I I don't feel stuck necessarily, but I just feel like something's going to happen. If I want to travel, I really shouldn't, because if something happens, I want to be prepared for it. I want to be nearby. So I just feel kind of I feel like kind of grounded. So, anyways, um, thank you for letting me ramble. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you checking in with me as I'm checking with you. Uh, not that, not on a, I don't, I'm not saying this on a down note. I'm actually saying this on an up note, on a good note. Who knows what the future holds? Something could motivate me. A passion could return. You know, there are positives out there. There are good people out there. There are good moments out there. There are movies that are coming out, new music coming out. There are things for me to discover. Just as much as I could focus on the bad. I'm not trying to do that. When you're at the bottom, the only way is up. Yes, you're right. I had a response immediately. My brain wanted to go in a certain direction, but I'm not going to go in that direction. Yes, you're right. Um, but my battery's about to die. My phone has just notified me I have 15% battery left. So I gotta charge my phone. I love you guys very much. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all who may be watching on the replay. Um, and I will. I guess I'll talk to you guys next time I'm on. Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And I love you guys very much.